Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on how is your person currently feeling and thinking about you, about the connection, and anything else that needs to come up or you need to understand or need to know. That usually comes through as well. So anyone who's been here with me for a while, hi, thank you. Anyone new, we'll just be diving in, trying to uncover as much information about how this person currently feels and thinks about you and anything else that you need to know. My guides love giving all the details. So I have 4 piles for you guys today. So pile 1 is the zebra, and it has this yellow labradorite, so it kind of flashes yellow. We have pile 2, which is the spider, and this golden obsidian black heart. Pile 3, we have the Eye of Shiva with the octopus. This is a fossilized shell in the shape of a heart. So Eye of Shiva and the octopus for pile 3. And pile 4, we have this hematite or hematoidin quartz and the beautiful moth here. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could just have a message in another pile. So it's completely okay to watch more than one. Sometimes people watch more than one about different people. That's totally fine too. So if you have a couple people in mind that you're curious, feel free to pick a different pile for each of them and feel free to watch. The timestamps will be in the description box below. You can just open that up and click on your timestamp and it'll take you right to your spot in the reading. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. I'll leave these up for a moment, or you can pause the screen if you're still deciding, and then I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you guys picked the zebra and the yellow flash labradorite. Boop, boop. So we are going over how your person is currently feeling and thinking about you and the connection and anything else that needs to come up and you need to know. I will deliver on that. There will be an extended on this reading, but we are going to dive into a lot of really good information here. But if you need more, there will be an extended for this reading as well. The link will be in the description box. So you guys chose the zebra. So I'm going to kind of just describe either this person or the energy in this connection based off of this card that you were drawn to, or the crystal that you're drawn to, or sometimes you're just drawn to pile 1 or the number. But basically this energy of the zebra is very eccentric, very creative, and like a visionary. So this person or this energy in this connection is very fun loving. It's young spirited, very much like seeing the world through different eyes. So this person could again be very creative, a little out there in their own way, not like so out there, but a little more just passionate about, very passionate about things. I think this person gets very excited about ideas, probably is very excited about you, and you feel very excited about them as well. This is represented by fire. So they could be a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So all those expansion, fiery kind of signs. If your person isn't, that's not a big deal. They could have that heavily in their chart, or just, have a lot of that charisma. So this person, can be very worldly, enthusiastic. They might be fashion forward, as well as if they're out of balance though. So if you're like, I don't know if that's my person, the out of balance kind of vibe for the zebra is a little jaded, sometimes pouty, and can be a little vain. So, so if your person has tendencies, like if they're in a bad mood or in general, that might be describing them as well. So I kind of just wanted to start there so you could tell if this is more of your pile or not. But we're really curious about how this person sees you. So there also could be like a mirroring there where this person sees all these beautiful qualities within you. For some of you guys, I feel like when I said pouty, you guys like pouted your lip like, well, I can be pouty. I don't know why that came up, but I felt the need to say that. I also pulled some oracle cards, but I don't want to look into them yet. I kind of want to jump right into our tarot to see how this person's feeling about you, because that's why we're here, right? So can we get some insight to how pile one's person is viewing them, how they feel about them, what they think? Please, some insight into that. So how does this person feel about the viewer? Pile one. Ooh, okay, we're taking these together. We have a 5 of Cups and a Knight of Pentacles. So there could be some loss in this connection. So some of you guys might not be together. There could be, you know, someone walking away, but it's like, it's so slow that they don't necessarily want to. But there is some sadness around this connection or how they view you and the connection. So we're going to dive in. I'm not completely sure what this is all about, but we're kind of starting off with a little bit of loss and like a leaving, but not necessarily a wanting of that. Like Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as very valuable, very strong, very nurturing, someone that can just seems to be able to do it all for themselves. Like, so you might not need this person, or they may view you as someone that doesn't need them. This 5 of Pentacles, this sadness, like you could be someone that has been through a lot in your life and they kind of just see that about you, but you're someone that's determined, that doesn't give up on things. So that's also how that could be expressing itself. A lot of different scenarios come in on these because these are general readings. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm tapping into a lot of energy. So I do my best to cover it all. If something doesn't fit for you in your situation, but the rest does, just let that part go. It wasn't for you. So we have an 8 of Swords. So there is a limiting belief at either how this can work out or even like how you could view them. The vibes I'm getting is like, how could someone like you like someone like them? So maybe you guys are very different. We do have this like the black and white of the zebra. So maybe you guys are kind of opposites. We have a 10 of Wands. So there is a heaviness. There is a feeling of walking away again. So if you guys are in like a committed hunky-dory relationship, I don't know why I said hunky-dory, but this might not be your pile. So, I mean, stick around. There might be something that you need to hear in here, but this really feels like more people that are either have a strained connection or have both walked away but unhappily walked away. So just want to tell you, I don't want to waste your time if this is not... If you guys are like, we're ready to get married tomorrow, I don't think this is your pile. So either choose another pile or possibly pick another reading, but I appreciate you being here. If you're drawn to it, there's something that you need to hear, but it might not all fit for you. So, all right, next we have a 10 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacle energies coming up, a lot of Earth energy. 8 of Cups, yeah, another walking away card. So this is definitely a card, this pile of separation. Ace of Swords. And a 6 of Swords. Overall energy of how this person feels and thinks about you, they definitely see you as very powerful. They see you as very like all-knowing. You see right through them. You seem to know things. For a lot of you guys, you could be very intuitive, empathic. Some of you guys could be tarot readers yourself. But you guys have that energy of that high priestess, and this is how this person views you. That also, because I feel like this person is a little outside the box themselves, so they're almost very much drawn to how unique you are, how bold you are, how visionary you are. It's like almost like they front, not that they're fronting, but they put on an air more of having these qualities, and you just naturally have them. So they might be a little like, I don't think it's rudely envious, but a little like in awe of you. But there is a slight enviousness, whatever. Sorry. There's some envy in this connection from them to you. I cannot talk right. Okay, so, but they definitely just see you as extremely powerful. And again, they can't really get one by you. Like, I feel like they might, the way this is coming in, I feel like this person exaggerates details, and you kind of just look at them with like your eyebrow raised, like, really? And they're like, okay, maybe it wasn't that extreme. Like, this vibe is coming up in this dynamic. So how is this person currently feeling and thinking about you? There is a sadness. You know, we started with the 5 of Cups and this like slow moving energy, but we have this card. And the reason I don't normally read Knight of Pentacles as walking away, but he quite literally is walking away in this card. And then this 10 of Wands here, and then right in the middle we have an 8 of Cups. So there's definitely feels like a sadness about the leaving. Like, I don't want to go, but I have to go. I have to go towards my abundance. So some of them, there may be a situation. There could be a family situation on one or both sides. That could be their own family or the family that they were born into that's causing like an issue. Like, I don't know if some of you guys have some cultural differences. Again, we have this black and white. So even though obviously the situation isn't black and white, it's very gray. But it's like you guys are like almost pole opposites. So some of you guys could have some religious and cultural differences here. But there's this overall, like when I'm tapping into this energy, there's overall sadness about how could something so beautiful not quite work out? Because it's not like I'm leaving and running happily skippily away. It's I'm leaving and I don't want to. I mean, I could be tapping into a one-off, but it feels very like, or someone like had to move or something like that. Like we're just like life separated you guys, not necessarily by choice, but by circumstance. But they definitely like see your abundance. They also see if you walked away from them, it's almost like they value you for doing that. It's like almost like I respect you for choosing yourself and choosing your value and choosing what you needed over whatever. So if you say you left to go travel and do your own thing, they value that about you. They're sad about it, but there's this like, well, I want you to be happy kind of vibe here. We have the 8 of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of mental like blockage about how this could work out. But I feel like there's always like this slight spark of hope. Like, well, what if this? Like this feels like, well, what if this? And then what if this? You know, like there is this edge of like wanting things to be different. We have that 10 of Wands, which is that heavy, heavy energy, that constraint energy. It's clarified by the 6 of Swords. So this person wants things to be calm. They want to be able to move towards you. The 6 of Swords is a card of travel, but it's a card of moving from chaos to calm. So if some friction tore you guys apart, they just want things to be calm. They just want things to be even. It's very interesting. Let me see what we had. Okay, so you guys had addict. So there could be some addictions affecting this connection. The light attribute of this is helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So there's also, codependencies tied up in that. Then the shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So, there could be some addictions, and addictions don't just have to be alcohol and drinking or alcohol or drugs or something that can be like addictive to what other people think, for some reason this person feels like they really put on. This person may also be an influence, but they really care what other people think about them, and they really care about how you see them. It's like they want to, and it's not because, and that sounds bad towards this person. And this person isn't bad. They have a very pure, intense intention in their heart, but it's like they want to be seen in the best possible light by other people. There's a butterfly hovering outside my window. Normally they just fly by, but he was kind of like looking in. So, hey, dude. All right. So some transformation could be going on with this butterfly, but I do have flowering plants like right by my windows, so I see them a lot, but they don't normally hover like that. We have passion and codependency. So yeah, some toxic codependent behaviors. You guys could feel very attached, but there's a lot of passion in this, and a lot of passion they feel towards you. They also may feel like they're kind of tied to you in a way. So there could be some soul level connections here going on where they feel like a little stuck to you. You guys have surrender to the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So if this person has been in a tough spot and you try to heal them and it didn't work out, it's because they need to, it's like part of their own journey is to fix themselves. So this again feels like a very much a pile of disconnection, a pile of not being together, but circumstances. So some of the circumstances for you guys could be healing toxic behaviors, and maybe you wanted to fix them, maybe you wanted to help them, or vice versa, and it just wasn't in the cards, so to speak. I'm going to have to pull some more cards in a second because I feel like we're not getting, like, I'm like, I want to know how this person feels, not the situation. I always start off with the intention, and sometimes I get it. Sometimes other stuff needs to be talked about first. We have manatee. It says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So yeah, this feels like if you are still in this connection and it's maybe wearing you down, feeling very heavy, maybe it's time to stop like holding on so tightly and allow it to do what it needs to do. Because this person definitely has their own lessons they need to learn. They have their own binds of their own mind that they need to break out of, and they just need to realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel here. But okay, I'm going to ask, just because my guides didn't give it to me, can we get what's in this person's heart towards the viewer, please? What is in this person's heart? Because that's what they came for. You guys didn't come for a situation. You know your situation. All right. So how is this person feeling towards them? So the world. So you do complete this person. They see you as the completion. They see you as the end result. So the world is the last card in the major arcana. So this is a card of completion. It is a card of endings, but like how they view you is like you are like that end point for them. It's like almost like when I grow up and become a real person, I want to be in this connection. I don't know why they phrase it that way, but that's how it came up. Like, and I'm seeing Pinocchio, like, when I'm a real boy, I want to do this. This person has definitely an interesting sense of humor, because I'm feeling like just on stage a little bit. So somebody may be a comedian out there too. That's really interesting. But I feel the need to like almost play it up for people. So this person may have that energy about them where they're kind of always want to make people laugh, and they usually say the people that love to make other people laugh are the saddest themselves because they know what it feels like to be sad, right? So this person has that vibe about them. Four of Swords. So I love this Four of Swords. It's actually one of my favorites, but it's very representative of not doing much and having your heart outside of yourself because it's still healing. So when it comes to how they're feeling, I feel like they disassociate from you a little bit. Like, even though they see you as the end goal, it's like they recognize they need to rest and heal first. So it's almost like, let me just take my heart. I'm going to put it over here. Let it do its thing. Let it heal, because there's like stitches in this heart. And I'm just going to rest. So I'm not going to do much about this, but I'm going to let my heart heal. But I still like have a spot in my heart for you. So they definitely still like value you, but they have disassociated themselves from that love a little bit with the way this is portrayed. This is the Light Seers Tarot, by the way. I forgot to mention that, I think, in the beginning. This is a deck by Chris Ann, and it's one of my all-time favorites. Five of Pentacles. So they're definitely feeling the loss of you. They're missing you. They feel the lack of having you, maybe even the lack of having their own heart. It's almost like, if I can't have you, I just don't want this stupid heart anyways. So yeah, I feel like I don't think that they're necessarily out there giving their heart to somebody else. It's just they just are done with it for a while. And it's because without you, they feel very sad and alone. Like we have this little key here in the door. It's like I had the pieces, but I couldn't put them together kind of vibe. So they're definitely feeling a lack and sad that this connection isn't more than it is. Let's pull one more for how they're feeling. Seven of Cups. So this is someone that's wishful thinking, kind of thinking through some options. We do have the snake leaving, so they could have, like, if they messed up in the past or they weren't like the caliber of person that you are. And I feel like this person wants to be everything that you are. And maybe you guys had this connection in the beginning because you guys were so alike, but really you were what they were trying to be, but they weren't quite there yet. So this person, I feel like, is getting rid of some old ways, but also trying to figure out what to do next. But a lot of wishful thinking, but sometimes, you know, it's kind of gives me this Pisces vibe, where they kind of get stuck in dreamland versus actually doing anything about it. So in their heart of hearts, they definitely see you as like that end result, but they're kind of not doing much about it because they need to heal their heart. They are feeling a lack without you and then trying to figure out what to do. But I feel like this person's a little more comfortable at this time being in the dream world about it versus actually doing anything about it. Oh, bottom of the deck, we did have the Lovers though. So this person definitely feels like you're the yin to their yang, like you complete them, like best friend, you know, vibes, ultimate lovers here. So they still have hope in their heart, you know, and have a lot of feelings in their heart for you as well. So I do need to give a nod to Gemini popping out here. I don't know if we have any other majors that have associated zodiacs. No, we didn't. So I'm going to pull a couple message cards, and then I'm going to take this over to the extended, and we'll be looking into their intentions, their actions they're going to actually take. We're going to look into some more message cards. But what deck is calling to me right now, friends? You guys can't see it, but I have my whole deck over here. All right. And sometimes my guides will actually show me some of the cards, and I'm literally seeing this rose, so I had to find it. So there's something in this deck that this person wants you guys as a viewer to know. So what do they want the viewer to know, please? Please don't doubt my love for you. It's the only thing I'm sure of. Okay. I'm afraid of rejection. So maybe they don't deserve to be in your life and they're afraid to come back a little bit. You're the reason why I'm smiling again. So I don't know, some of you guys may have had some little interaction with them. A long, tight hug from you would be perfect right now. Pull some more. I don't care how complicated this gets. I still want you. When I first met you, I honestly didn't know you were going to be this important to me. Why can't you just tell me what you feel, because how you act is confusing me? So they're a little confused by your actions. I don't know if you've spoken with them or if they're just keeping an eye on your social media, something like that. I'm bleeding in your silence. So yeah. So guys, up bottom of the deck is I'm thinking about you right now. So they're literally right now, they're thinking about you. So I'm going to end this here. Again, I'm going to take this over to the extended. The link will be in the description box. If you want to, you know, dive in further past the free reading and support me a little bit, I always appreciate that. But we'll again be looking into intentions, actions, possible outcomes, more message cards, and some guidance from the universe on this situation. So as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me, for liking, commenting, sharing. Those are all really easy, free ways to support me and my channel, and I really appreciate that. Or even if you just let the adverts run in between when they pop up, even for like 30 seconds, it really, really helps me and my channel. And I appreciate that. As like a free energy exchange for me putting this out and you guys doing that. So thank you for everyone who does that. I really appreciate it. And all the comments, even if it's just an emoji, again, it helps. I know that, I noticed that, I see it, I appreciate it. I want you guys to know that. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. And I'll either see you at the extended or I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this golden obsidian black heart. and the spider card. So first we're going to kind of just discuss, well, this reading, sorry, is for how are they thinking and feeling about you and anything going on in the connection. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell icon. That really helps me out. So I just want to start with that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to talk about this spider card a little bit. So I want to kind of describe who this person is, so you kind of know right away if this reading's for you or not, or if this pile's for you. Because sometimes you guys are drawn to multiple piles, have a hard time deciding. So I kind of want to start there. So with the spider card, this person is definitely going to be like a creator of prosperity. So someone probably that works a lot or has achieved a lot in their life and has either found a lot of prosperity through work or is on their way there. I think they're very detail oriented. You have to think about this spider web. This person could be very creative, artistic, but hardworking. So with that, like they have a good work ethic. However, I will say that the out of balance version of a spider is discouraged, tired, or forlorn. So if your person has those qualities, it might be their pile too. But overall, this person would be and very studious, very dedicated, very detail oriented. So I wanted to start with that. And they also could, if I'm describing you, this also may be your pile. That might be something they really appreciate about you or really like about you. This also is, the spider represents earth signs. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here as well. So I just wanted to add that. So we're using the Light Seers Tarot, and I have some oracle cards. I'll kind of pull them out as we go, but I want to start with tarot just to kind of see how this person's feeling. There will be an extended for a deeper dive if you want even more than we're already going to get. The link will be in the description box if you're interested in that. All right, let's see. How is this person feeling about pile 2, about the viewer? So how's this person feeling currently? So we have a Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is running away from the picture, but we're going to look into that more. Knight of Swords is an action card, usually about communication, thoughts, things like that. So possibly I'm getting like a quick speaker, like someone who talks fast. That you also might make them stumble over their words a little bit, but this person definitely has come in, or I feel like when they come in with a communication, they're like quick, like boop, 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 and then they might kind of dip out sometimes. But we have the Fool here. So this person definitely, this either could be a newer relationship or wants to have a new connection in this. I love this Fool card. I love this deck. I actually have a amethyst that looks exactly like exactly. I would pull it out, but it's in a kind of thing like that. Anyways, but so this person also loves your sense of adventure. So how they feel about you is they want to do things. They want to take a risk. They want to leap into the unknown with you. You make them feel free. That also could be what this is. Like you might not hold this person back. So how they feel about you is they love the fact that they have this like free feeling with you, but they also feel like they can trust you. You know, I noticed that this girl is doing like a trust fall into basically the flower of life. So into the universal energy. She's very trusting. So I feel like this person feels like they can trust you with everything, with all that they have. So there's like a blind faith in this connection. Like they see you as somebody that they can just trust. I don't know if this person's had a lot of people that they could trust in their life. So they definitely really like that about you. But a lot of them, like if this is a newer connection, they want to take that leap into the next phase. For those of you guys in a separation, or there's just like this chance for wanting to have a fresh start. So let's see, we have a Six of Pentacles. So this is also about being generous, reciprocated energy. So this person wants to give you things. With the Six of Pentacles, you have so much that you want to give to others. This kind of fits into this spider where, the good qualities of the spider here are being prosperous. So I feel like this person is very generous. They possibly want to shower you with gifts. They also just want to do an equal give and take of energy. They want to give back what you, like if you pour in, they pour in. That's the kind of energy that they want to do. We have a 7 of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of earth energy here. So this person definitely sees you as someone that's worth the time. They see you as worth the investment. They see you as someone they could grow with. Sorry, I'm like, right before I started this reading, I got super choked up. So this person may have a hard time speaking their truth sometimes. Sometimes I feel like those earth signs, tend to hold on to things more than they express them. So that could be why I'm having like a blocked throat chakra, because it definitely isn't an issue I have. So it's someone's energy I'm picking up on. But also there with 7 of Pentacles can sometimes talk about a wait or a pause. So this person might be a little slow moving. Again, it's like that meticulous nature of like say Virgo, where they're very thought out. They are slow moving, but they move forward, but they don't do things necessarily impulsively, even though we do have this full energy. So there may be something about you that kind of gets them out of their shell. I think you might be a little more the wild one than them, or it could be a little vice versa, but I feel like they like your spirit, like this free spirit that you carry about you. All right, let's see what's below the surface in all these. So we have an 8 of Swords. So there is some sort of limiting belief. If your person has kind of run, because I just get runner vibes obviously with this card. It could be around limiting beliefs, around something in this situation, about worrying that it won't work out, but it's being stuck in your own mind. Like I love, this may be one of my favorite 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Swords is your own illusions, your own thoughts are holding you back. And you can see the way she's seeing it is she's all tied up, all bound. She has no control. But if you really see, it's like it's just her reflection. It's just what she's thinking is the situation, but it's not true. So it's you're being held up in your own mind. So this person may have some hangups about whatever or what ifs. That also comes through with like the analytical nature. I'm getting major Virgo vibes, even though we haven't got the Hermit card here yet. But so there could be a nod, or your person could be very Virgo-like, where you have that tendency of perfectionism, but to a point where you don't take action. So, okay, let's see. 9 of Pentacles. So this person sees you as someone that has everything. You are probably very independent on your own. They might feel like you don't need them. You kind of shine in your own way and your own spirit. But again, they also all these cards are very indicative of them seeing your value, them seeing your worth. If they aren't at your level, that might be their limiting belief, that they don't think that they're good enough. 3 of Pentacles. Some of you guys may actually work with this person, because Pentacles can be like that tangible things in life. And 3 of Pentacles is teamwork, is collaboration, sometimes third party. So that might be out there for some of you guys, but definitely this person, some of you guys could have met at work or school, somewhere that you're working on things, collaborating on things. I want to look at one thing. Sorry, I was trying to see if, I don't know, I'm getting volunteer vibes, but I was trying to see if the spider had something in there about that, but I don't think it does. But definitely work, work. This person also could just be very diligent. They may love what they do, or you may love what you do, and they like that about you. All right, let's see what's this last card. What's below the surface? Ooh, so some heartache here. So there could be some heartache in this connection. There could be some fear around heartaches. You guys could have hurt each other, or they could also be recovering from a heartache where they invested their time in something else. And that might make them why the reason that they are slow moving to jump into this. So if you know about their past relationships and they've mentioned that they've been hurt, they've been really hurt, because that's below the surface here. at least on how I read my cards. So overall energy, though, is the Hanged Man. So again, a little bit of a pause here, slow moving, but seeing things from a different perspective. So I feel like this person is really taking you all in. I think that they notice the small details. I think when you guys communicate, they let on, like they might rephrase something that you told them, like kind of off the cuff, that you might be surprised that they remembered, because this person is very detail oriented, but they're also very detail oriented about you. They take in everything that you say as if it's almost gold. And then a Page of Pentacles right under there. So, you know, again, slow moving, but, you know, very interesting take. Let's take some of these. I'm curious. I pull these, but I don't look at them. So we have mystery and soul connection. So there's definitely a soul level connection going on, or what they feel for you. There's like that soul recognition, but there's some mystery here. So they could be kind of mysterious, or they just really see you as mysterious. Like they can't quite put their finger on you, which I think is really, really good in this connection. Like I hear like you keep like, they keep wanting more. Like they can't seem to get enough of you. And they're always curious about like what you're going to do next. Again, I get that free spirit vibe. I don't necessarily get that from them, but this is a general reading. Take it as it fits, or let it go if it doesn't fit for you. Yeah, like it's like you're like unlike anyone they've ever met, and they just like almost like what is that song? I can't take my eyes off of you. I don't know. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to love you so much. That just popped in my head. I have no idea. I think it's an older song. This person can't stop looking at you. Like they just have this like intrinsic like draw to you. Very much like when you see like a very intricate spider web. I know most of us are like, spiders, but there's something beautiful if you see a spider web up in the corner and it's just mesmerizing. That's how they feel towards you. Like they're very mesmerized by you. And it's a lot of this has to do with this intense soul connection that they feel. They feel, again, that draw to you, and it might be a mystery to them on why they like you so much, but also you could just be kind of a mystery. You keep this person on their toes. Next, we have surrender to miracles. So this person sees you as a miracle. They want to be open to things changing and shifting in their life. But yeah, you coming in, I think it feels very much like a miracle. Some of them may have said that to you, like you're like a miracle, you know? I'm going to read this. It says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. I feel like somebody needs to hear that and needs to accept that. We are the creators of our own life, and what we choose to believe and put power into will unfold. So, you know, there may be a push for you guys to believe in miracles and don't doubt them. You know, don't let that doubt creep in and ruin your manifestations. So that's sidebar. Okay, keep going. But this person, like for them, how they're feeling and thinking about you, you feel very much like a miracle. Next we have pioneer. Again, that adventurous spirit coming through. The light attribute is passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So this is a very innovative kind of energy here, which is very indicative of the spider. So, you know, I was describing them in the beginning. I might have been describing you. The shadow aspect is compulsive and need to keep moving on. So there's this sense of a pioneer in this connection. It's either you or them, or a little both of you guys, where when you get a little bored, there may be a need to like go and find something new and refreshing. So just be mindful of that. Because that is a shadow attribute, and a lot of that's like a trauma response. Like when we've had like grown up in chaos, when we have calm, it kind of feels boring. So if you're the type of person, or they're the type of person that's always chasing that next high, there's some things you need to look at about yourself, because life should be calm and peaceful, and getting to that place, you know. And there's nothing wrong with wanting adventure, so I'm not saying that at all. But if you're self-sabotaging by always moving to the next thing, then it's something to be mindful about. And this person may have that a little bit in them as well. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Boar. Face your problems head on with confidence and confidence, courage, and you will emerge victorious. So this person wants to come towards you very confidently with a lot of courage. They want to be victorious in this connection. They want to be victorious with you. Most of you. So for this, again, this may be a one-off. You know, my guides give me everything and I do my best to get it all out without alienating anyone in a general reading. So sidebar, one might be a one-off or two-off. Some of you guys may be dealing with a very headstrong, stubborn person. That can be a tendency of, like, say, like some of the earth signs, Taurus and stuff. And I'm not trying to throw earth signs under some of my favorite people are earth signs. So if some of my favorite people are watching that are earth signs, I love you. You know I do. And I love your loyalty, all that stuff. But sometimes you can be a little bullheaded and be a little slow moving and be a little stubborn unless it's your own decision. Like, they have to have the time to come up with their own decision. You can't just force them into things. So they have to, like, think things through. So they may be slower. This person may be slower to action than you'd like. You know, everybody loves when I say you might have to have some patience. That's everybody's favorite thing to hear in a tarot reading, right? And we did have the Seven of Pentacles. And I think a lot of that patience, that hesitation comes from this person not wanting to repeat like past experiences, either within your connection or with a different connection where they were really, really hurt. And this person also doesn't want to hurt you. For some of you guys may feel like this person's a little boring. That was kind of coming up. And then we have the boar, which is also kind of funny. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Where do we want to go, guys? Kind of doing all of them a little different. I feel guided to use this deck for some more information. In the extended, I'll be going over intentions, actions, because they are a little different, possible outcomes and guidance, as well as lots of channel messages. We'll be pulling a couple channel messages before I end this, though, for the free version. Okay, so let's see. We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphanies, upheaval, transformation. So for some of you guys, there could be a quick change. There could be quick communication coming in for some of you guys that haven't talked to this person, but something is going to swiftly change in this connection. I think it's good, though. I don't get a bad vibe. And then we have golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So if you're dealing with someone who has been a little intense up front, be mindful of love bombing. I know we all, as we go on our healing journeys, we're like, oh, but I deserve this level of love. Be mindful if it's coming on too fast, because that can be a sign of love bombing. I only speak out of experience. So there could be a level of that in this connection. That might be a little one-off, but just, it's here. I can't ignore it. So I have to throw that out there. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Again, some sort of secret is coming out. I don't feel like it's bad, but I feel like there's just something coming up for you guys. I did drop one on the floor. I want to see what it is. Curiosity. Let's see. Girl with a snake. Empath, narcissist paradigm. Okay, so we have two narcissist kind of cards. So somebody may need to reevaluate this. Go to Pinterest and say, signs of a narcissist. Look that up for a second. Just in case. A lot of you guys, that's not, you know, I'm very honest about what energy I'm sitting in, and I'm not really sitting in that energy that much, but I can't ignore those things. So if you feel like you're like, maybe, look that up a little bit. The rest of you guys, I don't think that is here. Someone could have some narcissistic tendencies. So just be mindful of that and always have good boundaries. Let's pull some message cards. So let's see, what does this person want to say? These are kind of channeled messages for you guys. I will pull a bunch of different ones in the extended, but I at least want to give you guys some here as well. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. That really helps me out. Comment, even if it's just an emoji. I really appreciate that. All right. And I also do personal readings. That information's in my description box too. All right, enough of self-promotion. Let's see. Pile 2's person, what do they want to say? I wish we could be together right now. So they're wishing that you guys are together right this second. When I look into your eyes, I have found the mirror of my own soul. So yeah, again, this is that soul connection, that just this knowing of each other. Just because I let you go doesn't mean I wanted to. For those of you guys in a separation. I smile whenever I get a message from you. And for those of you guys that aren't talking, like I got an image of someone watching your stories or either checking out your social media and smiling. Why can't you just tell me what you feel? Because how you act is confusing me. Okay. Pull a couple more. Sometimes I look at you and wonder how I got to be so damn lucky. That miracle, that like that vibe that they feel like they're lucky or you're a miracle in their life, or why do you even like them is definitely heavily here. This person is confused on why you like them. That might be the mystery. Like, how could someone like you like someone like them? I'm a big mess, and that's the last thing you need right now. So this person may be working through some stuff. They may value you. There's so much value here. So if this person hasn't treated you like they value you, then I think there's really something going on behind the scenes with them, because they see you. You know, they see your worth, they see your value. They might not feel like they level up, or they might feel like they're a big mess and they don't want to put that on you, but it's not a lack of you not being enough at all. If there is a rift in this, it's not that at all. This person definitely holds you very highly. Like, you have a lot of integrity in this person's eyes. All right, let's pull one more. I feel like one more message needs to come out. Ever since I met you, no one else is worth thinking about. So there's that. And then bottom of the deck, I know I messed up and I did things that made it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. All right, guys, I'm going to take this over to the extended, where we're going to do intentions and then actions, like what they intend to do, what they're actually going to do, potential outcomes, as well as guidance, and more message cards, some song cards, some more goodies. If you're still interested, the link will be in the description box below. If not, no big deal. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. It's truly an honor. Thank you for letting me share my gift with you guys and being here. I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with anyone that you think would like this, and comment, even if it's just an emoji. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 3. First off, I want to say thank you guys for being here. If you're returning, thank you guys so much. If you're new, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to go ahead and like, subscribe, click the bell icon, all those great things. That really helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. So we are going over how your person is feeling about you, thinking about you, anything else that's coming up in the connection. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know my guides give me all kinds of information, and I do my best to make it clear and concise. I am a classic and intuitive / psychic reader, so I get lots of stuff. Anywho, so you guys picked the Eye of Shiva here, which is a fossilized shell. This one's in the shape of a heart. I've had this forever. Freaking love it. I thought it went really well with the octopus card, which, you know, is an animal that lives in the ocean. So I thought those were fitting. First, I'm going to kind of describe the octopus. So this is either energy of your person, you, or energy within the connection. So you can kind of know if you're in the right spot. If you're drawn to this, there should be at least a message in here for you. If your intuition led you, it's just something you need to understand. But I want to start here first, just in case you feel like this isn't your pile. You can pick a different pile or a different reading. So, and these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, enough of that. So with the octopus, the overall energy for the octopus is kind of like this reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. So there could be this like intensity of togetherness at times. Either it's like you can't get enough of this person can't get enough of you, but there might be some boundaries lacking. Like this is actually like someone that invades your space a little bit, which, you know, can be kind of in the beginning of relationships, like cute and endearing, but, you know, sometimes can be a little much. So this person may have a tendency to be bigger than life and very much entrenched in your life very quickly. You know, healthy boundaries are always important, but, you know, sometimes it's, I mean, I think it's kind of human for us to like when someone's like all about us. I mean, hello, right? So that's also this energy that's coming through on how your person feels about you. They are extremely interested. They're very engaged. They might be a little clingy and needy, but it's like they just want you. They want all of you, every bit of you, all of your time. How you feel about that, up to you. But that energy is definitely here. Like, I just want to, like, if you ever seen an octopus, like, do anything, like, they can squeeze into, like, you can have, like, a jar and they can, like, fit their way in there. So this person is just, like, wants to fit. If they're not doing it, they want to be, like, entrenched in your life. Even if they have to just squeeze in a little corner, they're going to try to get in there. So that is the overall energy. If that suits you, if that seems right, stick around. We're going to do oracle cards and tarot cards and message cards. There will be an extended as well for even more insight and information, but that's the energy we're starting on before we pull our tarot cards. So, pile 3's person. How are they thinking and feeling about them? I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. This is one of my all-time favorite decks by a creator called Chris Ann. She's amazing. So how's this person thinking and feeling about the viewer, please? Page of Swords. So this person, I'm hearing, actually is like been investigating you, really looking up on information. They may be stalking your social media a little bit, trying to get whatever information they can get out of you. We're going to touch more on these. I just want to do an overview of the cards as they come out. This one. 4 of Cups. So this person may feel like you've turned them down, or there's like a feeling of like being ignored here. So if this person is kind of needy, like you might feel like, okay, I'm giving you all that I can. So there might be a need for communication here. For some reason, there's this feeling of so 4 of Cups can be like a missed opportunity. It can be a feeling of apathy or discontent. I don't feel like that's a person's feeling about you. It's kind of like how they feel you feel. So that's really interesting. I'm interested to see what comes out underneath the surface for that one. But let's keep going. 9 of Cups. So you are a wish fulfilled. Yeah, this doesn't like fit like towards how they're seeing you. So it might be how you make them feel a little bit. But they definitely see you as a wish fulfilled. You check off all the boxes. You are all that in a bag of Skittles, bee's knees, all those funny sayings that my guides love to say. Let's see what else. We have a 5 of Swords here. So there is a little bit of like mental anguish. I'm curious. All right, I want to clarify these because I don't want to talk too much because I'm like, how does that fit? So let's see. What is below the surface? So we have a King of Cups. So this person definitely is coming from a very loving heart space, more watery energy with this. I feel like this person, they have a lot of deep feelings that you may not realize at first. Like this person is kind of sensitive. It's like a sensitive soul. They might, you know, put on an air of that they don't care. That could be where this is coming in. But this person overthinks a lot. They think about this connection a lot. They think about you a lot, maybe to an exhausting extent. There also could be some, I'm getting drawn into this, so for a second, sorry. There also could be like some friction with you guys where you guys aren't on the same page. Like, 'cause I'm getting drawn into this book here. So my guides are saying there could be like a disconnect between the page that you're on. And for some reason, that's very frustrating to this person and this connection at this time. But this person definitely is a sensitive soul. They have a big heart for you. They have a special, like they have a soft spot in their heart for you. It's like no matter what has gone on, no matter what is going on, this person holds like a torch for you in their heart. Knight of Pentacles. So there is some slow moving energy. That's where this discontent could be coming from, that things aren't moving as quickly as this person would like, or possibly things are moving too quickly. Like if you guys are entrenched in your life, there could be some frustration going on about that. But overall, our Knight of Pentacles, he's very determined. And don't worry about gender. I'm just describing this character here, because all our court cards are just characters or characteristics. So this person would be very determined, very methodical, maybe slow moving, but they always get there, right? Like they cross the finish line. So this is a very determined energy, maybe a determination to get past any like maybe rifts that have happened or things like that. All right, let's see. We have a Page of Cups. So yeah, this person might not understand like how you exist with these two energies popping up together. I love that on this one, it has this little pig flying, like it's like a feeling of disbelief. And with it clarifying or being the underneath the surface energy for this person on how they see you as everything, it's like, how does this person even exist? And how does this person like me? How is this even possible? Like pigs don't fly, but yet here it is. I see it, you know? And this also can be indicative of someone being very stuck in their head, being a little immature, a little playful, emotionally. But with this King of Cups, I feel like this person may express themselves in a kind of immature way, you know, on their emotions, but this person definitely has deep rooted feelings. They might not be able to express that all the time, but they definitely have them there. That keeps them very intrigued on you. Again, they have like the phrase that I keep getting is they have a soft spot in their heart for you. And then we have Five of Pentacles. So there is something that's frustrating this person. They feel a little left out in the cold, or they feel a little frustrated by things maybe not materializing at the way that they wanted to. We do have, okay. It's about to get juicy here in this connection, guys. So an overall energy is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can be seen as sneaky energy. I typically see it as someone just not telling their full truth. It's someone holding back thoughts, holding back truth, trying to stay concealed and hidden a little bit. So this person may, not be showing you their full cards. Maybe they're frustrated about something, but there's definitely some sort of holding back of some information here. We're going to, get more into that, but they also could feel that about you. They might think that you are being a little sneaky or not telling them everything. But Seven of Swords is also a strategic card. So it's not just, I know a lot of love readings, like this person's a liar. No, this person's just strategic about what they share. So they might not be as open with their feelings all the time, but there is this frustration. There is something going on in this connection, and hopefully the Oracle cards will give us some more info on that. So I want to pull some more and then see what else comes up. So we have gifts. So this person definitely wants to give you some gifts. They could see you as someone who's very gifted as well. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else. Whew. This person has a lot of hope for this connection. They have a lot of hope that things will turn out just the way they want. That you guys will come together, that things will, you'll run off into oblivion together. But this person definitely, I feel like this person's energy is a little all over the board. So I could just be picking up on lots of different people. Again, this is a general reading. But for a lot of you guys, this person feels like one moment they're if they're with you, they're with you, right? It's like nothing else exists. You are it. But sometimes maybe when you guys are apart or they're doing other things, you may feel a little left out sometimes. This person is very very involved in what they're doing at that moment. So it may come across as a disinterest at times, but they're probably pretty good at being very focused on one thing at a time. So keep that in mind. Bottom of the deck, we do have healing. So there is some healing going on in this connection. Confusion's right there. So it might be there's some confusion. Either they feel left out by you or you might feel left out by them. but I keep getting that this person just can be very singular focused. Like, it's like whatever is in front of them is their like intense kind of thing. And maybe they haven't shared that's how they are. But there is some confusion. There also could be some mixing up of words, or like, I meant this, but it came across this way. So there could be some frustrations there within this connection. Let's see. Any more information about how this person's thinking, feeling, anything going on? Manatee. I swear this card's come out like in every pile. It's so crazy. Accept the situation as it is, then rather than fighting to change it. So there might be a need to like let go, let God with this connection, or let it play out and kind of sit back and watch. Like, instead of, trying to control the situation, allowing it to be what it is, and kind of allowing like this person to do what they do and see how it goes. With that. Oh, bottom of the deck, octopus. So we'll see. Practice shape shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. So this person, they may also morph into different people when they're around different people. It's not that I think this person is shady. We do have shady energy, so I can't ignore that. But this person may just be a little bit of like a people pleaser, that also can be a tendency of, trying to be everything to everyone. So that could be here as well. So, that person, when they're in that moment, they are that person. When they're with you, they're this person. When you guys are together, I feel like it's very, very beautiful though. So there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of just feeling blessed in the connection. Let's see, what else do we need to know about this person, this connection, how they're feeling? We have Knight. The light attributes are loyalty, romance, chivalry, a love of honor, which we did have the Knight of Pentacles here. The shadow attributes are allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusion. So there could be that a little bit. Yeah, so this person may, like, that's where this confusion, this mental stuff, there could be, like, a detachment from reality at times with this person. It's really, really quite interesting. So let's do some, what else do we want to know? So in the extended, I'm going to go over intentions and actions, possible outcomes, and guidance, as well as more channeled messages. I'm about to get you guys some channel messages as well, and just a deeper dive into this, but I do want to get you guys some more information. I don't feel like I've gotten too much on what this heart of hearts this person feels, so I'm going to ask that a little more directly. So I'm pulling you guys some extra cards. Shh, don't tell the rest of the piles. But I'll do that. It depends on how things play out. I know you guys came here to see how they feel about you, and I want to get a little more insight into that. So how is this person feeling currently about our viewer? Two of Pentacles. So they feel very balanced. They see you as a very balanced person. They also feel like you balance them out. Maybe you have healthy boundaries and you're teaching this person to do so. Page of Pentacles. So, we have a lot of pentacle energy coming out. So this person feels like you are very solid. They feel like their feelings for you are very solid. It is a slow moving energy though. I do need to point that out. That's been a kind of an overall tone lately in a lot of the readings. I feel like people are, as much as this person does rush in, I think when they pull back, it's because they're like, oh wait, I need to figure this out. I need to gain my balance. Maybe I should be a little bit slower. King of Pentacles. So this person sees your value though, and they want to bring and add more value into your life. They want to also, like, we did have gifts here. So this person may want to show you their appreciation and their love for you by giving you gifts or buying you things in a tangible way. And then we have a Queen of Swords. So this person also sees you as very intelligent. You might be quick to cut people off at times, but they see you as very fair, very honest person, and they admire that about you a lot. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So this person sees you as someone who can do anything. You are able to manifest like the world. You can bring so much stuff into your reality just by a thought. So you may be someone that's very well practiced in what you do, and you seem to have like that Midas touch. Like you can turn anything to gold. So let's get some channeled messages from this person. What does this person want to say, please? What do they want them to know? I'm thinking about you right now. So they're literally, as you're watching this, thinking about you. They want you to know that. What else? I know I messed up and I did things that made it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. So they definitely care about you. I get butterflies every time my eyes lock with yours. I'm sorry this is how things turned out. I'm truly sorry for my words and actions. And I'm addicted to the way I feel when I think about you. As they're thinking about you right now, they're very addicted to that. I'm going to pull you guys some songs real quick. So with these songs, if you don't know them, listen to them or look them up. There's going to be a message within the lyrics for you that you need to understand. Or you cannot do the homework at all. I don't care. But that's the intention here. So if you don't know these songs, there should be something within the lyrics. It's up for your interpretation from these songs. So what song does the viewer or the person... our viewer need to know from this person? So we have Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. So, you know, this person may be afraid that they can't change and they're going to F things up, but they want you to stay. Next we have Crush by Dave Matthews Band. So not Crash, not the one everybody knows. This one's Crush. It's from, I think, maybe the same album. I don't know. Maybe one before or after. But this one's called Crush. So it's Crush Me with the Things You Do. It's a very, very sensual song. So this person would feel very, very attracted to you and loves your alone time together. Look that one up. It's a hot song. All right, let's see what else. Crash is a great song too, but this is Crush. That's why I have the U underlined. Oh, okay, 2 more popped out. So we'll take these. So we have Fractions by Cray. So this is a really cool song, but it's like giving you the fractions of my love. So they may feel like, you know, this person, again, is very intense on what they're doing, but they do try to give you at least that fraction of themselves anytime they can. And then No Other Way by Jack Johnson. So this is like a song, usually like there's no other way but to be together. Look at this beautiful song. It's kind of sad, but it's good. So look that up as well. So those are your songs. Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Crush by Dave Matthews Band, Fractions by Cray, and No Other Way by Jack Johnson. You don't have to, but you know, either listen or look up the lyrics. There should be some sort of message in there that you need to understand about this connection and them. So guys, I am going to take this over to the extended for, again, their intentions, their actions, more channeled messages, possible outcomes, and guidance on this connection. If you're interested in that, I appreciate it. The link is in the description box below. If not, no big deal. I'll see you guys in a future reading. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, even if it's just an emoji. It really helps me out, and I truly appreciate that. I also want to say thank you to anyone who watches the adverts or lets them run for 30 seconds. That really, really helps me. This helps me continue to create free tarot for you guys, and you know, supports me and my family as well. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for spending your time here with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 4. We are going over how your person is feeling and thinking about you, the connection, and anything else my guides want to throw in there. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, the bell icon. I upload lots of different videos, not just love videos, just overall guidance that I think are amazing. But I really love doing, so hopefully you guys will find value in those as well. So we are going over this. So you guys picked the hematoid and quartz. I really love this crystal. I don't know, I've had it forever. Something about it just makes me want to hold it. So you guys have that and this moth card. So I'm going to describe the energy of what this card is about. Hopefully it will be indicative of your relationship or help you know that this is your pile. That's the intention of starting here. If it doesn't feel like it fits you, this might not be your pile, or if you are drawn to this pile, you could just have like 1 or 2 messages that you need to understand about your connection in this pile. But these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Not a big deal. Just respect that part of the messages for somebody else and move on. So with the moth, we're representing air signs here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You or your person doesn't have to be one of those, but that is the energy of the moth. Something that flies. You know, also like the sign or the saying about a moth, like a moth to a flame. So that could be something that you feel connected with this pile, that you like seem to be drawn to each other, like a moth to a flame. Like you can't quite, it's like almost like you can't move away or look away from it. Like it's very, it draws you in. So other things about the moth, it's a little impulsive, hasty, and wishful. When in balance, the moth can represent like enthusiasm, whimsical. So your person could be very enthusiastic. You guys could be very enthusiastic about each other. There's like a sense of whimsy, magic to this connection. When it's out of balance, there can be idolizing others and a little jittery. So you might be dealing with someone that's a little like nervous, may have put you on a pedestal, or there could be like some rosy colored glasses being worn in this connection. Those are energies that are here. The moth, you know, has a tendency to be attracted to the easiest solutions, can have a little bit of a shiny object syndrome, where like they're very drawn to the newest shiny thing. So that energy could be here as well. So we'll put that here and we'll get started on your tarot. I do have a bunch of oracle cards that I pulled. We'll be pulling channel message cards as well, and song cards. There will also be an extended to get an even deeper deep dive. If you want more information, the link will be in the description box for that. But other than that, let's get going. Again, thank you guys for being here. So how is this person feeling about pile 4, please? How is pile 4's person feeling about them? All right, pile 4. This is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, for those that like to know. So we have a Page of Cups to start us off with. So this person feels like maybe you're a little out of reach with it floating up here, that you're a little, again, that pedestal kind of feeling, like when pigs fly, like you're bigger than life. But typically for Page of Cups, they can be a little bit of an immature, but they are messengers of love. Sometimes they're ideas, so this person could also be a little bit in a fantasy land about you. I feel like they idolize you a lot between the moth and this coming out. There's definitely this sense of like, wow, which, I mean, we all like that, right? So, let's see what else. How is this person feeling? The Queen of Cups, she's shown up in a lot of readings today. So this person feels like very loving, nurturing towards you. They also feel that energy from you. You make this person feel warm and fuzzy. You make this person feel secure, and you make this person feel loved. Next we have a 10 of Swords. So there is some sort of endings here. I'll be pulling clarifiers to kind of see what's below the surface of this energy, but there could be some sort of ending in this connection, or has been an ending in this connection. So we'll touch more on that in a moment. And not all endings are bad. And our swords are our thoughts and their communication. So that could be endings of, you know, negative thinking, stuff like that. There's lots of different reasons for ending, and not all of them are bad. We have a Five of Cups here. So if you guys are in a separation, that could be this ending. And the Five of Cups is a regretful energy. It's a sad energy. It's focusing on the pains of the past, not realizing there's still like love behind you, but really focusing on things that didn't go right. So that energy is definitely here. So these two energies together makes me feel like for a lot of you guys, you aren't in a connection or a current connection, but that doesn't have to be for everybody. We're going to keep going. So let's see what's below the surface for this person. We have a Four of Swords who has popped out in every single reading. Crazy. Okay. So the Four of Swords here. This person is at a state of rest. This is a card of non-action. So if this person thinks and feels all these things for you, they might not have told you. They might have kept it to themselves. This person also may be in a period where they kind of keep their heart outside of them, and you could be relating to this as well, where, you know, sometimes you just had so much that you're like, I just can't deal with my heart right now. Let's just put you over here on a shelf and we'll deal with you later. But this heart does have this stitches on it, so it is healing, it is growing, but this is just a card of pause. Let's see what else is below the surface. So again, if they haven't expressed their feelings for you, it's because they're going within about it. We have a Ten of Cups though, so below the surface of this energy, you know, they would feel very like that warm feeling they get from you. You are someone that they could see having a full life together with. Some of you guys, you could be viewing about your person that you are married or have a family with, but this person cherishes that about you. They cherish this feeling of completion. Tens are also, you know, completion, but this is a very loving one. This is a very fulfilling 10 here in the tarot. Let's see what else. What's this Ten of Swords? So an ending about a stalemate. So Two of Swords can be someone making a decision or someone being stuck in between decision. So this Ten of Swords could be them finally making a decision, finally stop being blind to a choice. Let's see what the Five of Cups. I might clarify this one in a second, but let's do Five of Cups. Or what is this Five of Cups about, please? Heartache. So there's definitely some ouch. Like, I love this deck, the imagery in this deck, like, and I don't know a better description of the pain associated with Three of Swords. So this is pure heartache. So this person is broken hearted all the way around. I'm assuming about you because that's what we're asking, is how they feel about you. So there is brokenhearted, there's agony, there is regret. So maybe they made the wrong choice. Maybe they did choose, or maybe they couldn't choose. Maybe you asked them to do you asked them to pick you, or to stop being flighty and to go around to the shiny new object. And maybe you turned away from them, but they are feeling ultimately very regretful, very like so much heartache. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords, which is mental anguish. Again, another beautiful imagery for what this card is. So the card of Five of Swords typically is winning a fight at all costs, but there's no actual winner. But it also can be a card of just mental anguish, of just that hamster wheel, thinking about things. Very indicative of like a Nine of Swords kind of energy. But this is just like, you know, I mean, he looks like he has a freaking headache, right? So there's blood over here. You know, there's just, things just didn't go right. And then we have a Six of Swords, so right under the surface. So they have a desire for things to be calm and even again, possibly travel, possibly to get grounded. She is wearing this red scarf here, and red is the color of the root chakra. So wanting to ground this connection if it never got, if it is ungrounded, and it feels very ungrounded. This person, again, may have jumped around. Maybe they kind of strung you along, kind of vibes. Maybe they didn't pick you or didn't make a choice, and you're like, boop, nope. And now this person is sitting in their regret. So that energy is here a lot. Again, I know that's very specific, so if that's not your situation, this might not be your pile, because there's a lot of energy of that here. So, no big deal if it's not. You can always pick another reading or a different pile. So next we have Heart with a Key. This is welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. Perfect. So this person does feel like you are the key to their heart, regardless, I don't think that they've shown that either with their actions or their words. But they do have this level of feeling like you unlock a piece of them. You help them open up. Maybe you've loved them better than they've ever been loved before. Maybe they didn't get that in their family life growing up. So there is something that they really appreciate that about you and how your heart works and how your heart seems to unlock theirs. There is a timing aspect to here, though. So we have the clock. It says need times, takes times in cycles, time to heal, progress, which is very similar to this Four of Swords energy where I need to heal. And what they're healing from is this heartache. But I really feel like they've done this to themselves. I feel like whatever action they've done, whatever they've caused this, they've brought this upon themselves. Maybe not all of them, but it feels like, and there's this feeling of like knowing that they caused this issue. Because again, that Five of Cups energy is very regretful. Like, why did I do these things? We have maturity here. So this, through these lessons, through all this stuff that's going on, there could be a sense of growing up, a sense of leveling up, a sense of growing. There's also, this card always makes me feel like there could be, for some of you guys, a age difference in here. Then we have balance. So there's this need to bring things back into balance, or a want to bring things back into balance. This feels very Libra vibe. You know what? I don't think any of the decks had any major arcana, which is very interesting to me. So this would all be like very easily changing energy versus the solid energies of the majors. But the reason I said this gives me Libra vibes because this is that balance here. And we do have this air sign. So this person could be a Libra, have heavy Libra placements, or you could be a Libra. It doesn't have to be, though. I feel like this person, it definitely feels like they have messed up. Like, it's like, oh, like, what did I do? What did I do? We have healer. So light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. The shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So you guys could be a healer. This person could be a healer either spiritually or traditionally. I'm getting a lot of like EMT vibes, nurse vibes, that kind of stuff, possibly doctors and nurse, that kind of stuff as well. But I feel like it's like the supporters of that for some of you guys, which I think need more gratitude than they get. But anywho, yeah, there's also just this, like, I feel like this person is in this healing mode and they recognize that they need to heal, or this relationship needs to heal here. And then we have athlete. So some of you guys could be dealing with an athlete, someone who's very physically fit. It says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. Development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. So this person could be working on that. Like if they have had their own, shortcomings, they could be working on that as well. Shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So that could be here as well for you guys. But the way that the Spirit's giving you the messages of this, it's like I feel like this person may have had, like, in the description of this card, it says they're always in search of the grass is greener, and it's like this person maybe they're very attractive, maybe they have always leaned on the ego side of their life, where they kind of just were like, oh, shiny new object, oh, everybody loves me, everybody wants to be with me, and so maybe they made the wrong choice, maybe they chose somebody else besides you, and there's like this sense of realizing the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Like, that's the truth. It's greener where you put your intention. It's greener where you put your value, where you put the effort into it. No one with a green lawn just lets it sit there and doesn't manicure it and fertilize it and water it and all those things, and tend to their yard. You know, so it's like this person may be waking up and realizing that. Maybe they're realizing they need to balance themselves up, that they need to grow up, that they need to step into, if they want any chance of repairing this or fixing this with you, that they really need to grow up. They need to level up. They can't do their stupid childish things anymore. They need to do their inner childhood healing. All of us have wounds from our past. We really just do, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is this energy that this person is really sitting in at this time. But they definitely, I'm hearing they do value you, but I think it's coming across as like, I took you for granted. But that's what they're recognizing, that how special you are or you were, and how they kind of just mess that up. And so they're just really frustrated with themselves. This energy just keeps popping up. So, all right, let's see. Let's get you some message cards. I'm going to use my girl Amber's deck. This is from Blossom and Rise. My friend Amber made this deck, and this is Blossoming Messages from the Heart Oracle deck. So let's see. What does this person want to say? I'm struggling with money. So this person also could be struggling with their finances at this time. I think, yeah, this person just got like hit by life, and they're like, oh, wait, I can't just be a child in everything that I do. And so they have to grow up. Don't say it, show it. So maybe they actually want to show you that they've changed and show you that they can change. Let's talk honestly. So yeah, this person wants to talk things out. They want to clear the air with stuff. I have daddy issues. So this could be where someone has issues with their parent, potentially a father figure. Maybe their father wasn't present in their life, and they really don't know, how to handle that at times. All right, let's pull a couple more from this deck. Let's see. I'm missing you. So this person is truly missing you. And there's a lot of regretful energy sitting here. All right, let's see. I'm working on manifesting you back in my life. So they want you back. They want to manifest this. They want to make this better. And then I need you to be patient, which I know anytime we talk about patience, everyone, it's like, let's do it together. Collective eye roll. Everybody's like, I hate patience when that pops up. And then on the bottom of the deck, it says, I don't see a future without you. So let me pull some song cards. So these are going to be a little bit of homework if you care to. You don't have to if you don't want to look up the lyrics or listen to the song, because there's going to be a message within the songs for you guys that you need to understand. Left up to your own interpretation of the song. Because the artist can intend one thing, I can hear another thing, you can hear something else, and that's the beauty of art, right? So, let's see, what messages you need to understand. Ooh, come on closer. This is kind of a very sexy song. It's from the opening song from the movie Closer. It's an older, I think, 2000s movie. But anyways, very, very sexy song. Look that up or listen to it. But, oh yeah, the artist is Jem. So Jem, I think she's Welsh, but really like her music. Anywho, sorry. What else does this person want you guys to know? You were meant for me by Jewel. So they still believe that you were meant for me, or meant for them, and they were meant for you. And then we have Amber by 311, which came up in another pile. Some of you guys could be in Amber. As well. And then this popped out, Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac as well. So those are the first songs. I feel like pulling before, I feel like some more information needs to come out before I go to the extended. What do we need to know? All right. This deck is looking at me. So I'm going to pull, this is the Love Compass Oracle. I'm not sure what wants to come out of here, but all right, that fell out. Actually, two. Communication and reconciliation came out. So It says there's a need for expression of feelings of the heart in this relationship or connection. Work on communicating and connecting in different ways. Fully connect with this person and let them know how you feel. So I think that they want to communicate with you. They want to express themselves. They want to let you know. And then we have reconciliation. This is a coming together with someone and working on whatever has torn you apart. This could be a past connection. This person is praying for a new beginning with you. Be willing to give this relationship or connection a second chance. This may pertain to an apology or a compromise. So there is that as well. That's what wanted to come out before I took it over to the extended. I really love that. In the extended, I'll be going over this person's current intentions and then their current actions, because those can be different. Pulling more message cards. We'll also be looking at possible outcomes and guidance on the situation or for you at this time. So if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description box below, or else you could just keep it at this free reading, which is totally fine. If you did enjoy this, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out and I appreciate it. And as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Thank you for anyone who's watched some adverts. That also helps me continue to create all this free tarot for you guys, free content. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll either see you at the extended or in a future reading. So thank you so much, guys. Bye.